This, believe it or not, according to the database, is a picture of a witch. So that's my tie to Clash of Clans. This video is going to cover our last two wars, the most recent with Ahwaz and the one before that with Red Label BR. That's because most of the replays are no longer available. We hit one of those little glitches where everything sort of disappears. So I'm not going to be able to show you much, but I can at least show you the statistics from one win and one loss. Both good, solid matches. We'll start with our war with Ahwaz. You can see we had 18 out of 20 of their bases 3-starred, so we had a good solid win. They had a tough time with some of our bases. Was not a good war for them, although you'll see at the end when I show you some of the stats, it looks like it was a pretty even match offensively and defensively. The first replay will be Grawin bringing a lavaloon. He's a Town Hall 9 attacking up on a pretty low-level Town Hall 10. Uses several loons to get the lure and take out an air sweeper, which is a really good thing given the way he brings the rest of his attack. Then brings the dragon over here on the west. He's going to attack from the west, uses archers and his queen. And watch here, he's going to drop a couple balloons to take care of that bomb tower so his queen doesn't walk into the bomb tower as soon as she gets done taking out the dragon. In come the loons. Behind the loons, the lava hounds, because the lava hounds are faster and they'll get through the loons. Go straight to the first two air defenses with the help of haste spells. A couple more haste spells get them to the last two air defenses. Here they take out two archer towers. Cannon. Now the remaining balloons are going to go up north to take out that final bomb tower. And everything else is cleanup. So you got pups, half a dozen loons, and the queen with lots of health left. So there you see Grawin's version of a Town Hall 9 attacking a Town Hall 10 lavaloon. Second attack is Ethan, a fairly new Town Hall 10, attacking this Town Hall 10. It's actually a little bit more advanced than his base, but pretty similar. So this is going to be a mass bowler witch, giants up front to tank. Now you can see he brings a very narrow entry point here. He wants most of his troops to go into the core, and a bunch of his bowlers and witches bail on him and go around the outside. But it works out fine because his queen and the bowlers and witches that are inside the base tend to go around the south along with the bowlers and witches outside the walls. So they just kind of sweep around this base. They've already gutted the core. And they are just going to go counterclockwise right around the base. The outside troops have a little farther to go, but the inside troops have to get through the walls. So both heroes up. Not a lot of health, but enough health to get through. Lots of bowlers, lots of witches. And the last thing that's going to go down is that wizard tower in the north. Here's another version of that mass bowler witch. This is Samson, Town Hall 11 dip on a Town Hall 10. Much wider spread. But notice while the bowlers are spread in a straight line, the witches were dropped in 3 groups. So he's got one group going into the core, one group on the north side, although they're pretty much dead, and then a group on the south side, alive and well and bowling out the buildings. And they're going to sweep through this base, and he's going to end up moving clockwise, more or less, around the outside. Still got the Grand Warden and the Queen up in the core. And everybody's going to converge over here on this western corner. Take out the cannon, the mortar, and the archer tower. And this base is done. So, second bowler witch. And here's how we lined up with Ahwaz. They had a couple more Town Hall 10s. We had a couple more Town Hall 9s. They were a little stronger than us at the very top of the map in terms of available troops. But overall, a good, solid, fair war. And, I'm sorry they had a tough time. It would have been fun if they had been able to be just a little bit luckier in some of their attacks. And here's the previous war. This is what it looked like at the end of our war with Red Label BR. We each had 13 3-stars, but they managed to get one more star than we did. We won on percent, so we had a good, solid war, but we had 3 of our top guys each had one attack that went south on them. Any one of those 3 would have tied us up on stars and given us the win on percent. So, sometimes so I can't show you any replays, but here's how we lined up with Red Label. They had more Town Hall 11s and 9s than we did. We had more Town Hall 10s and 8s than they did. They were a little stronger than us on the Bowler Minor Inferno lineup. But overall, a good fair war, very exciting, came right down to the end. This was a nail biter. These are the kinds of wars that are fun, fun, fun.